Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new here. I am so grateful that you're here and that you clicked on this video. Today I have a really great reading for everyone today. It is what is the tea on your level up, on your glow up? So basically this can be a level up that you have already gone through, that you are currently going through, or that you're about to go through. And this is also timeless. So whenever you're watching it, it does not matter as long as it, resonates and feels good for you. So remember, this is a general reading, so a lot of people are watching it, so receive only what resonates. And I also want to say with readings, with my readings, with any readings, readings are meant to bring awareness. They're meant to help with manifestations. So when you're watching a reading or getting a reading, it's basically just reading the energies, and you hold all the power. So if you don't like the current energies or, the energies that are coming up, you can be like, hey, this isn't for me. And you can use that awareness to transmute and bring what you actually want into your life. So no one is like, helpless to, what is happening. Readings are just meant to help bring awareness and help you kind of create your life and help you create where you actually want your life to go. So, I just use readings as a tool for that. I just use them as a way to create my life and to, just help bring some awarenesses that maybe I haven't seen before. And also, help with confirmations on things as well. So, you can definitely, transmute or, change anything that you want within a reading. So I just kind of wanted to bring that up. That felt like something like really important to say. And, it's not something that I always say at the beginning of my readings, but I think that's, really important for people to know that, just because you hear something in a reading, that doesn't mean that that's necessarily, your fate or anything like that. So I, just like to read what the energy is saying, and, then the power is up to you in what you want to bring and create into your own life. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the piles. So we have two piles for you to choose from today. And, this is the reading's called The Tea on Your Level Up, The Tea on Your Glow Up. So I have these little teacup stickers here that you can choose from. So this first one is the green teacup with like little flowers. And I think there's like little candies on the bottom too. So this is going to be pile 1. And then this teacup here with like the flowers, it has like some universe planets and stuff. It has a little eye in the center of that planet. This teacup also has like a little saucer. Very pretty colors on both. But this teacup here is going to be pile 2. So pile 1 and pile 2. So I will go ahead and give you a minute to choose your piles. If you need more time, you can pause the video. So we'll go ahead and start now with choosing your piles. Okay, so again, if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video, but we're going to go ahead and get started with pile 1. So pile 1, let's get started with your reading. So you chose this teacup. It's a green teacup. It has like little candies and some flowers and stuff. So I see a lot of sweetness, a lot of beauty coming into your life already with just this teacup here. And the colors, we got yellow, green, red. I always like to bring up colors. I feel like colors can have like a lot of meaning in things. So, red always symbolizes either passion or grounding or the root energy center. And then yellow always indicates to me like the power energy center, so coming into your power. And then green to me always represents like the heart energy center, so love, beauty, things like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this aside, and let's go ahead and get into your cards here. So for the first card, we have Miss Spiderweb, reconsider your alliances, make new connections. Then we have Orca Magic, the Ashastic Libraries open. So that's that card. And then we have Beauty and the Beast, you need some space in a relationship. The next card we have Butterflies and Gloom. After sadness, happiness and hope returns. Then we have the Fairy Bee. My life is sweet. And then we have Wolf Moon. I will watch over you. So really cool cards here. And then I just want to say, because I don't know if I said it in the introduction, so this level up glow up, the T on your level up glow up, can either be physical, spiritual, mental, or, everything, emotional. So it doesn't necessarily have to relate to the physical. So I just want to put that out there because I don't think I mentioned that in the intro. So let's go ahead and just start. I won't start in the order that I put the cards down. I'll just start in the order that they're on here. So we have Beauty and the Beast. You need some space in a relationship. And then we have Miss Spiderweb. Reconsider your alliances. Make new connections. So this could be a romantic relationship, or this could also be platonic relationships or relationships with family. So I feel like these two cards kind of go together where some relationships may be falling off for you. They're not going to be going with you into your level up. And that's okay. Some people are just meant to be with us for a certain amount of time. They're meant to be with us for the time that we need them, or, vice versa, whether, there's an equal balance in the relationship. And then, sometimes when we move on to new energies, if those people don't resonate with those energies, they may not be coming with you into that new energy. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that they're bad people. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person. That doesn't mean anything like that. It just means that your energies are no longer aligned, and that is okay. And so also with relationships falling off, that also can make space for new relationships, new energies, that relationships that match your energies. So with the Miss Spiderweb, reconsider your alliances, make new connections. So for your level up, really think about the connections that you currently have, and if they are energetically aligned with where you actually want to go. And I actually just got kind of like a intuitive message right now, with like teachers and mentors and like coaches and spiritual leaders. Sometimes we fall, sometimes we need those teachers for, a period of time, and they can help us with certain things, but sometimes we kind of move beyond and we no longer need those teachers anymore. And it's okay to say like, okay, I no longer need this teacher in my life anymore because I've already surpassed this information and I'm ready to move on to new things, or integrate this into my life. And I no longer need to be, with this teacher anymore. And that's okay too. I think a lot of times, when we have a teacher, we still think of them as, someone that, will always be above us. And, teachers are never above or below us. They're technically, the same as us, the teacher and the student. The student has a lot to teach to the teacher as well in some cases. So, teachers are never, necessarily better than us. And really, like, a lot of the information in this world is like we're all connected with the information in this world. So just because someone, may have some information that you didn't know does not necessarily make them, more powerful or better than you in any sort of a way. And you have just as much power to, find information. And in this world there's so much information out there that you can get access to as well. So I'm kind of rambling on a little bit, but I did kind of get something with like a mentor or something like that maybe you may not be resonating with, that you resonated with at one time, but you no longer resonate with them anymore. And you're ready to move on to the next level, to the next step in your life, and that is okay. And you're gonna be getting a lot of your own like wisdom and information coming through with the Ashaptic libraries are open. Hopefully I pronounced that right. um, you're gonna be getting a lot of wisdom, from your spirit team as well. So I think for a lot of you, you may be moving into an energy where a lot of the learning that you're going to be doing is going to be on your own. It's going to be, through meditation, through talking to your spirit team. You may be also getting some new information from your ancestors that are going to show up and come through from your history, from your family line that is going to be passed down to you, and new information. So I see a lot of, spiritual glow ups in your connection, level ups in your connections as well. So we have butterflies in gloom after sadness, happiness and hope returns. So with this, I see a very, beautiful woman here, but she looks worn, she looks tired. So I'm kind of seeing with you guys like almost like you're going to be glowing up into where, a lot of this stress, a lot of this wear and tear that you're feeling, you're going to be moving out of that. You're going to be looking refreshed. You're going to be looking rejuvenated. You're going to get that spark back and that glow back that you felt like you may have lost. And some of you may have experienced sadness. Maybe some of you have gone through an actual like breakup, or you've lost, platonic relationships, or, you're moving away from a teacher who meant a lot to you. And maybe that can cause some sadness in your life. But, there is beauty, there is joy, there is happiness on the other side. So just keep the faith in that. So we have the fairy bee, my life is sweet. So you're moving into this sweetness, this abundance, this new chapter into your life. And then we have wolf moon, I will watch over you. So I think that's just confirmations from your spirit team that they're watching over you. Your ancestors are watching over you. You have people in your life who are going to be good to you, who are going to come into your life, who are going to be positive relationships in your life, and you're going to be taken care of, and you're going to be watched over. And also, I'm getting that you're going to have also the power of discernment to where, you're no longer going to be falling for, any sort of traps with people that want to use you or take advantage of you. You're going to see that coming from a mile away because you've already been through that. You've already dealt with that. So you're going to be moving into an era where you have this discernment, you have this wisdom, so you're not going to be falling into any traps as far as people that want to take advantage of you, and people that want to use you, or people that don't really have any good intent for your life and your well-being. So you're going to see that energy from a mile away, and you're going to be able to be like, no, I'm not going to accept that into my life. I only accept, relationships that are in equal balance, that are going to bring good things and into my life. So let's go ahead and pick some descriptor words. So these are words that, just maybe might have some significance when it comes to your glow up. So we have athletic, we have sexy body, we have sister, we have green eyes, we have wavy hair, we have no facial hair, and we have clothing. Okay, so a lot going on with these words. So some of you might have green eyes and wavy hair, or maybe you're getting some colored contacts. Maybe wavy hair is a new style. Like maybe you're going to start doing some of those like beach waves, or, you know, maybe some sort of like wavy hair style to your hair. And you know, this reading is not gender specific, so no facial hair. If you are a guy, maybe you are getting rid of your facial hair. If you're a woman, you know, maybe you're getting like a facial waxing done, or, you know, lip wax, or, you know, whatever. No shame in that. Lots of women get that done. That's not a weird thing. So, and, you know, it really can sometimes help when your makeup goes on too, to not have like those fine hairs and stuff. And then we have athletic, sexy body. So some of you might be glowing up when it comes to your body. And I also got another intuitive message here when it comes to manifesting your body, the body that you want. And, you know, all bodies are beautiful, but, you know, if there's certain goals that you want, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with wanting to have goals for yourself. So, what I'm getting, as far as like, if any of you are trying to manifest, you know, a certain way to look, instead of being like, okay, I want to manifest, you know, being athletic, or having, you know, muscles, or, you know, having this kind of body. One thing that you can do is you can manifest the lifestyle that will help you to achieve that body, to achieve those goals, those physical goals. So, you know, you can manifest health. You can manifest bringing in more nutritious food into your life. You can manifest nutritious food. You can manifest, you know, time to work out. You can manifest, you know, more energy to work out. Things like that. So, you know, you don't have to just be like, okay, I want to manifest, you know, this kind of a body. You know, think about what it takes to create what you want, and then manifest those things that will help you create that. So that's just a little manifestation tip that came up that I wanted to share with you guys. So sisters, so maybe you and your sister are, you know, going to be, you know, working out together, or, you know, creating goals together. Maybe you're creating a new relationship with your sister. Maybe, you know, I'm actually getting really good vibes with the sister card. So maybe you are, you know, creating a better relationship with your sister. Maybe you guys have, you know, kind of fallen off, but now you're kind of getting to hang out more. Or maybe, you know, some of those past relationships that were coming up in the reading that are falling off are going to allow you and your sister to have a better and closer relationship with each other. That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm not really getting anything, you know, where you're going to lose a relationship with your sister. But for some of you, that might be the case. But I feel like, you know, the sister card coming up, that's a good energy that's coming up. And maybe your sister has green eyes and wavy hair. And then we also have clothing. So your style may be leveling up. You might be leveling up your wardrobe. You know, just kind of changing up what you wear. Maybe you need to upgrade your clothing because you know, have this new body, and, you know, you need to get clothes that now fit this new body that you have. So, that's what I'm getting with these. These are really great cards that came up. So we're getting a lot. We're getting a lot of like relationship glow ups. We're getting a lot of physical glow ups here. We're getting a lot of, you know, life glow ups. So this is really great. I see a lot of really great things coming up for you guys. So the next cards we have Queen of Hearts. We have, oh, and the Queen of Hearts, what does it say here? It says, love is my religion. And then we have Wild and Free. All good things are wild and free. And then we have Creatrix. And then we have Gaia, Shine On. Kind of running out of space here. Okay, so Yeah, so I see you guys are going to be doing a lot of manifestation. You're going to be creating your life. Like, this is a great time. What I really love about level ups and glow ups is it just kind of like gives you a chance to create yourself, to create your life, to create the things that you want. It's really, really like, that's why I really love doing these kinds of readings, because it really just puts the paintbrush in your hand. Like, what do you want to create for yourself? How do you want to look? How do you want to, what's going to make you feel good? What is going to make your life feel good? How do you want to change your life? What's working, what's not working. So, when you really look at glow ups and level ups, they can be such a fun time, a great time to, create and things like that. So we have Queen of Hearts, Love is My Religion. And I'm really getting a lot of like, that you have a lot of love to give. And you now deserve people to come into your life to reciprocate that love to you. So maybe in the past you've given a lot of love, but you haven't gotten a lot of love in return. And that's not to say that nobody loved you in the past, because I feel like this group does have a lot of people that love them. But maybe you were surrounded by a lot of people who were just using you for things and, just not taking you for granted in a lot of ways. So you're moving out of that energy and you're getting a lot more people in your life. I'm kind of choking up a little bit about it because I can kind of feel the emotions and like the hurt that has come up for you with some of these relationships. But I really see that transmuting and changing for you. So we have wild and free. All good things are wild and free. So you're going to feel this like this freeness, this expansion is the word that came up. You're going to feel a lot of really beautiful things. You're going to have a lot of really beautiful things come into your life, and you're going to feel free. You're going to have this freedom now in your life that maybe you felt like you didn't have before. And with Gaia and the Creatrix, pulling both these cards just kind of confirms the creating. So I feel like, there's seeds that have been planted and they're going to grow into this beautiful garden for you. And you created that. You created that. So yeah, that's really beautiful. So let's go ahead and pull, I have pulled some Pantone colors. So these colors can be, they can be an energy. They can be, maybe clothing colors that you might be into, makeup colors that you might be into, candle colors you might be into. So, just kind of fit these colors to where it resonates for you. But I'm just going to show you the colors that I pulled. So this is the first color, and it's kind of like a cream, like nude color. So maybe, some of the clothing that you're going to be wearing like some neutral colors and things like that. We have this russet orange, and, maybe some of you, like we have this, this kind of like redhead. She has like kind of like this fiery hair. So maybe that's like a hair color that for some of you, but I'm also getting with the russet orange. When I see the color orange, I do think of creation because it reminds me of the sacral energy center, which is associated with orange. And that is like our creation center, our like the center that creates, that helps us with our creation. So I kind of mix my words a little bit. Sometimes in the readings, like everything's moving so fast in my brain. But the next color we have is Swedish blue. So it's like a very pretty blue color. And with the blue, I'm also getting like the throat energy center. So like maybe you're going to be glowing up when it comes to like setting boundaries and, when you the way you talk to people and being able to communicate things to people. But I'm also getting with the blue that maybe some of you, that might be like a clothing color. I don't know why I got like someone in the gym like working out in like a little like blue tank and like some blue like leggings. I don't know why I just like got that image in my mind. And then we have Moon Rock. And that color, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like when you guys see this color that you kind of already know like where that resonates for you. Some of you might be into like the universe and astrology and stuff like that. Or maybe you just really like this color. Like maybe this might be a color that you wear as well. Or, maybe with moon rock, like it's gray, but I'm also like kind of getting silver and like silver jewelry. I feel like resonates with the moon. Like at least for me, I don't know if it's like set in stone out in the world, but for me, I kind of resonate silver jewelry with the moon and the feminine. And then I see like gold jewelry as like the sun, and like more of those masculine energies. So, sometimes when I, want to kind of have that like sun energy, I'll wear gold jewelry. If I want that like more moon energy, then I wear silver jewelry. And we have this russet orange too, so maybe like gold and silver jewelry are something that you like. I like both gold and silver jewelry. I know some people just like silver and just like gold, but I like both those, and it just kind of depends on like what I'm feeling for that energy. Like if I, want to harness more of that like feminine energy, like maybe I'll go more for the silver. And then, maybe if I'm going and doing something more like business oriented, something a little bit, where I need more of that masculine type energy. And these are just energies. Then maybe I'll go, if I'm more like standing on business, maybe I'll go for the gold jewelry. So that's just kind of coming up with those colors. And then we have peony, which is like this cute little pink color. And I see so many things that you could do with that color, like, makeup, blush, clothes, pink hair is even coming up. So I'm also getting like roses. So like, using like rose water, or putting like roses in your bath, or just like I'm getting some like rose energy too. So that came up as well. So last but not least, I'm going to pull some self-care cards, and these are self-care cards that are going to help you with your level up and your glow up. So we have drink tea. So if you guys like tea, like, tea might be a nice little thing. I like to have a cup of tea in the morning, or like a matcha in the morning. And I just like to sit there and kind of meditate. And, I also like to look up the different herbs and see like what they mean, and, what they mean spiritually, and then also like what they do for you physically and stuff like that. So, so we have drink tea, and then we have abundance planning. So a lot of you guys are going into like a lot of like I said, I feel like this group is leveling up on all aspects, like mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So I also feel like your finances are going to level up, but I feel like you guys need to sit down and just really do some planning and some creating, and like, how are you going to level up? How are you going to level up your money? How are you going to level up your abundance? Abundance doesn't have to necessarily be money. It can be abundance in anything. And then we have dance. So just, taking some time, maybe, I like to sometimes just put on some music and do some like dancing, and just like let my body be free, and, just no judgment. I just, let my body do what it wants to do. So then watch a movie, and, this just might be just something fun for you to do, just chill, watch a movie, catch up on some shows. Like, I always like doing things that don't necessarily have to do with anything. Like, they're not necessarily making my life better, but they're just kind of fun to do. And then last we have massage. And I really like massage. Like, you can do self-massage, or you can go get a massage. I love going and getting a massage just because, like, I can just relax. They do all the work. But massage is really great for just moving out, tension, moving out, like, stuck energy, and just bringing in, more relaxed, more refreshed energy to your body. So Anyway, that's all I have for you today, Pile One. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did like this reading, I would love an energy exchange of either liking the video or leaving a comment, or if you enjoy my readings and want to see more readings in the future, go ahead and subscribe, hit the follow button. But yeah, if this resonated any way, if you enjoyed it, definitely please give me a like. I would love that. That helps, my videos show more on the algorithm and stuff like that. So again, thank you so much for being here. This was such a beautiful reading, such a beautiful energy, and I wish you all the best, Pile One, and good luck on your level up and your glow up. All right, so pile 2, if you chose this teacup sticker, this is going to be your reading. Let's go ahead and get started. So I love this little teacup. It's so cute. So we have, these little flowers. We have little stars, kind of like, the universe. We have like little planets and stuff. It's on like this cute little saucer. We have a lot of like purples and pinks. So I'm feeling like with this eye, like this is a very intuitive group, very into spirituality is what I'm getting. Like this is like definitely a very spiritual group for a lot of you. And then with the little stars, I'm also getting like you're a star. So, and then I just want to say too, because I didn't mention this in the intro, this reading can be a level up, glow up that can be either spiritually, mental, physical, emotional, financial, like a level up in any area. So it can be like a few of those, or it can be all of those, or it can be, just one of those. So, just take what resonates for you. But yeah, I'm just getting like a lot of like spiritual, like I'm getting a lot of spirituality as far as this group goes. So let's go ahead and get into your cards. I'm so excited to see what you guys have here. So we have little owlin, wisdom as light as a feather. And then we have the mermaid and the turtle, an elder will teach you. And then we have dragonfly mermaid, you've attracted wonderful news. And then we have pose brave flight. You will not let fear stop you this time. And then we have you are unlike anyone else. Your contradictions and complexities are interesting. And then we have kitsune. I don't know if I said that right, but I will show you with whom to trust. And then we have the unending sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. Then we have, just kind of fix these a little bit. A beautiful little worm, take care of yourself. Okay, so I feel like these two cards are going to have some significance to each other, but let's go ahead and get into some of the messages that are coming through. So we have wisdom as light as a feather. We have an elder will teach you. And you've attracted wonderful news. You will not let fear stop you this time. Your contradictions and complexities are interesting. I will show you whom to trust. So with this, the unending sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia, and then we have beautiful little worm, take care of yourself. So I feel like this energy is the energy that you are moving away from. So I feel like a lot of you have been in the past, have been kind of functioning out of the past, things that have happened to you in the past, maybe, hurts that have happened in the past, different things like that. You're moving out of this. You're going to start taking care of yourself more. I think for a lot of you, you kind of got to this point of like really being fed up Like, I'm so tired of being sad all the time. I'm so tired of feeling this way. I'm so tired of not embracing my potential. And actually, let me go ahead and I'm going to move these cards so you can see them a little better. There we go. That's better. Okay. So you're going to be taking care of yourself more, and you're going to start to get more of a glow. You're going to start to see that glow coming through in your life. So when I look at some of these cards, like I'm seeing a lot of like some sadness in the eyes of some of these cards, and then these other cards I'm seeing like power coming through. So I think like a lot of you have been stuck. You've been stuck with, I think, fear has kind of had you like paralyzed. And you have this like, I can tell that you guys have this wisdom and stuff. I'm also getting for some of you that, your spiritual path has not been easy. Like coming into the spiritual path, like some of the awarenesses that have come up for you has not been easy for you to come to terms with. And I feel like maybe some of you were like living life, and then you started, when you started really getting into your spirituality, some of these awarenesses came up for you, and you're like, oh my gosh, like this makes me really, really sad. And I think for a lot of you, it may have stopped you from, moving forward, and that you just kind of got stuck into these past energies. But what I'm seeing is that, just be gentle with yourself, take care of yourself. It's okay to feel sadness. It's okay to feel grief. It's okay to like regret, it's okay to feel some regret of what happened, but you can't stay in that energy. And what also is coming up is, how can you take the negative things that have happened and turn them into something beautiful? How can you take the things that you don't like from your past and turn them into something that's beneficial for you, something that will make your life happy? How can you transmute that energy? And I'm not, I don't know the specifics of, what's gone on, but how can you take, something that was not necessarily a good thing and turn it into something beautiful? So, we're not victims to our past. We're not victims to things. Like, how can we, we can turn anything into good. And yes, it's unfortunate, that, sometimes in this world, some not so great things happen to us, and that's okay. But, either, I don't want to say just let it go, because sometimes we can't just let it go. It's always going to be a part of us. But don't let it overtake you. Don't let this have free rent in your mind and your body. Because if you continue to sit in the grief and continue to, sit in this regret, it's going to keep you from moving forward, which in turn could create more regret for you in the future. And, maybe for some of you, that means, going and finding, someone who can help you to move through this, someone who, who has training in this, like a therapist or whatever. For some of you, maybe you need that to help you get through. For some of you, maybe you've gotten to that point where you're like, I'm not going to let this, take over my life. I am going to take steps to create the life that I want to live. So We have wisdom as light as a feather. You have wisdom within you. And I'm getting for some of you that some of you, maybe took a risk and it didn't work out. And so you have a lot of regret and fear, and that you don't want to, create anymore because you're scared that you'll make the same mistakes. But I feel like you guys have learned from the mistakes. You have wisdom now from this mistake. See the power in her eyes. Like, she doesn't have sadness in her eyes. And we have a lot of elements here. We have, I'm getting air elements from the birds. We have water with the turtle and the mermaid. I'm getting earth elements here. Earth elements with the worm. I'm actually getting some fire energy here too with the fox and the orange. So yeah, like when with all those elements, I feel like that's saying like you have all the tools, you have all the magic to create. It's okay. Like, life is about, making mistakes, but don't let that stop you from actually getting something that's going to work out for you. So we have the mermaid and the turtle, and elder will teach you. So some of you, you might have someone who has some experience who is going to come out and they're going to help you. They're going to show up in your life and they're going to be there for you, and they're going to help you, move into what you really want to move into. You've attracted wonderful news. So yeah, like I'm seeing, like with these cards here at the top, like I'm seeing like you moving into this really great energy. Like, you're moving from this sadness, and all these things here are going to get you to this part. So you're starting here, and then once you have the awareness of these things, you're going to move into this, the beautiful little worm, take care of yourself. And so with this, pose brave flight. Pose brave flight. I said fright because I do feel like, again, I feel like there's a lot of fear in taking this next step in your life because of maybe some of the past mistakes that you've made. But come into this new thing with wisdom, with the wisdom that you've created for yourself. So you will not let fear stop you this time. So you're leveling up by letting go of the fear that has taken over for a lot of you guys. You are unlike anyone else. Your contradictions and complexities are interesting. So there are things about you, and maybe this is where a lot of your sadness and where the sadness and grief energy is coming from, is that maybe you don't see your contradictions and complexities as a benefit to you. Maybe you see them as a weakness. And this, goes back to me saying, like, transmute the things that you don't like, or not necessarily transmute, but the things that you think are weaknesses, how can you turn them into strengths? And so that will take a lot of, contemplation on your part, a lot of, understanding, a lot of, seeing things in a new light. So maybe you've been seeing things, with a light bulb. Maybe you need to see them with the sun or with candlelight. Like, I don't know where I'm getting with, well, I do know where I'm getting with that, but like maybe you need to change the light in which you see these things. And then we have, I will show you whom to trust. So maybe some of you trusted people before and that didn't work out for you. But now, and I actually got this with the first group too, so maybe some of you will resonate with the first group as well. So if you want to go back and watch that reading. But what came up was, having relationships in the past, whether platonic or romantic, where, you were used, the relationship wasn't reciprocated. you were giving more than they were giving. And now, you've learned from that. You've gained wisdom from that. So now you can see, that energy from a mile away, and you have more discernment now. You have more wisdom. So you're less likely to fall into those traps again. And, what I also said in group 1 is that, sometimes relationships may seem, just because you have to let go of a relationship, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. That just means that, or, that either of you were bad people. It just means that, whatever energy you're going into or they're going into, they don't match anymore. They don't resonate with each other, and that is okay. So yeah, I see, from getting from this point to this point where, this glow, this beauty, this, and, a beautiful little worm, like no one thinks of like worms as being beautiful, but like, I think of like a glowworm is kind of what I'm getting from this. And she has like little wings and stuff, and she's so cute, and she's on like a little flower, and, like that's a complexity. That's something that's interesting. That's something that's different. So your level up, I think what's coming through is that everything that is so different about you that you thought was a weakness or that you thought was bad is actually so beautiful. And you're going to start to see that beauty. You're going to start to see that. And what I'm also getting is like, as far as manifesting, I feel like some of you need to do like a love spell on yourself, if that makes sense, like manifesting self-worth for yourself, like falling in love with yourself, if that makes sense. So, I think, working on your self-worth and your self-love will also help to bring you to this place. And it can sometimes take time, like little steps. Take care of yourself little by little, and you will get to this place. This beautiful little worm, she's so beautiful. And, a worm is not, the norm. Like you would think more like a butterfly or something like that. But no, it's a worm. And she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's different. She's, she has something that not everyone else has. You don't want to be like everyone else. You don't want to be the norm. You want to stand out. You want to be different. And that's what's going to take you to that next level. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some descriptor words. So we have spiritual, we have spiritual leader, we have humble, we have artistic, we have son, we have ex-coworker, and we have friends. Okay, so, in that one card when we said an elder might help you, so maybe, a spiritual leader is going to come into your life, or maybe you're maybe you're becoming a spiritual leader. Like maybe that's what you're meant to be. And, once you let this fear get out of your way, like you can become this. You can become this wisdom to other people and help other people. So we have humble. And what I'm actually getting from humble is I feel like a lot of people have tried to humble you in your life. So maybe you do stand out. Maybe you are different. And some people are not comfortable with that. And maybe they've tried to humble you. And, don't take that. Be yourself. Let yourself be free. That's what I was kind of getting with humble. Artistic. I feel like, this is a kind of eclectic group that thinks differently, that has a lot of interesting viewpoints, that sees the world in a different way. Let that artistic side come out. That's what we need in this world. We need the new. We need different things. We need out of the box thinkers. And then we have ex-coworker. Maybe it was ex-coworkers that tried to humble you, or for some of you, maybe some ex-coworkers are going to resurface and you're going to connect. Maybe you're going to find some new friends through that. And then we also have son. So I'm feeling like for a lot of you, your relationship, if you have a son, is going to level up. And if you're the son of somebody, your relationship with them with your parents is going to level up. And then, if you have a son, I'm getting that your relationship with your son is going to level up in some sort of a way. All right, so let's get our next cards here. We have Angel of Truth. We have Psyche. We have Soul Sisters. 2 hearts, sisterhood, 1 soul. And then we have, let's go ahead and move these. You are the light. When darkness surrounds you, be the light. And that's so funny that this card came up because I was just saying, like, maybe you need a new light source. Maybe you need to go from, the light bulb to the sun or to candlelight or, changing that light source. So when darkness surrounds you, be the light. You are the light. Maybe just recognizing that you are that light. You don't need light outside of yourself because you are that light. It was like a message. I don't know if that makes sense. That was just a message that just came through. So we have Angel of Truth. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be leveling up when it comes to the way you speak, to the way that you set your boundaries, to the way that, you're going to be sticking up for yourself. You're going to be advocating for yourself. You're going to be doing things that are going to start helping yourself. And then we have Psyche. And with this one, I'm getting another, I feel like good things are coming to you. Good things are coming to you. I feel like you're creating a whole new, I feel like for a lot of you, I feel like the example that I'm getting is that, you have all the things around you to build a house. Like you have just everything around you to build the house, but you're just kind of sitting on all the equipment. You're just sitting there and you're not actually building the house. But I'm getting that you're moving out of that. And maybe that was kind of a weird example, but I get that you have all the tools that you need. Like you have all the tools to paint your canvas. All you got to do is just paint it. All you got to do is just build it. You already have everything that you need. And then we have Soul Sisters, 2 hearts, 1 soul, sisterhood, Soul Sisters. So again, I feel like you're going to be having some new relationships come into your life. You may be reconnecting with some people. Maybe you've had some falling off with some people that you really cared about, and you're going to be reconnecting with them. But yeah, that's all I'm getting with those cards. I'm also when I look at some of these, women in the cards, I'm seeing just really creative expressions in their looks. And I'm just getting that artsy feel from you. Don't be afraid to express yourself in your style, in your makeup, in your, in your home. Don't be afraid to express who you are. I feel like a lot of you have just kind of dimmed down because, again, you're afraid to be humbled, or, you're afraid that someone's going to say something, or, you're worried about what other people are going to think. And, I feel like that's kind of dimmed down your light a lot. And it's also prevented, a lot of people who are meant to be in your life from coming into your life because, you're not expressing really who you are. And so, you're not attracting the energies that are meant for you because you're hiding who you are. So that's what I'm getting from those cards. So I also pulled some Pantone cards. So this can be these are colors. So these can be colors of energy. They can be colors of your makeup, colors of your clothing, candles, shoes, anything, whatever resonates for you. And so this is so interesting because for your colors, I got almost all green. So we have apple green. We have this kind of soft green. I don't know if I described that right. We have limeade. We have this citron, which is kind of a yellow, but it still kind of goes into some of these green colors. And then we have bottle green. And then I did pull one card that wasn't green. It was this card, which is kind of a pink. So I'm actually getting a lot of heart energy, which kind of makes sense because, we have a lot of those emotions like grief and stuff coming up in this reading, and sadness. And I'm really feeling like these green colors, like, is saying like surround yourself with green, because for me, I associate green with the heart energy center, so love. And we also got pink too, which can also be associated with the heart energy center. So maybe, wearing green or incorporating green colors around you will really help to move, the sadness and grief. Because, it's not that those emotions are necessarily bad, but it's not healthy to stay in those emotions. It's not healthy for those emotions to live rent-free within you. So, surrounding yourself, maybe eating some, green foods, and, surrounding yourself with plants and, green candles, and, maybe green clothes if you like that, or green makeup. I feel like this group is very artsy, so like that might not be a common color to like wear or put into your makeup, but I've seen some people wear green eyeshadow and it looks so good. So I feel like this group is so artsy and so creative that they could probably incorporate green and just make it look absolutely fabulous if you incorporate it into your style and your like makeup and stuff. Like, I think it would probably look absolutely fabulous with this group, is what I'm getting. So like a lot of heart energy. I feel like the color green is going to be really healing. Like, I just can't believe that I pulled this many shades of green. It's so funny. But yeah, I'm like really feeling like if this resonates, like find ways to incorporate green into your life. And so then we're going to pull some self-care cards to help you with your level up and your glow up. So we have Sweet Treat. We have Beauty Ritual. We have Be Still. We have Build Strength. We have Make a Vision Board. And we have Clean Your Space. Okay, so yeah, if any of these self-care like resonate with you, a lot of it is just about being creative too. Like beauty rituals, like be creative, and clean your space. That might help lift your mood, lift your energy. Make a vision board. Get really clear on what you want in life, and what you want to create, what you want to attract. Just get really, really clear on it, and get clear on how you want to feel too. Like, you can think about how you want to feel. Think about the things that have worked out in your past. Think about the things that you're grateful for. And reach out to people who can help you, professionals, whatever, if you feel like you need to do that, reach out to them, whatever will help you move out of this energy that you don't want to be in anymore. Being still, being present with yourself, exercising, building strength. Like, I don't really like to exercise, but when I do it, I feel so much better afterwards. Like, I feel like I moved so much energy and I feel great afterwards. It's just initially getting me to do it, in the beginning. And cleaning your space, like getting those old energies out, having a fresh new energy, maybe putting some plants in your space, some green plants. We have sweet treats, so maybe having some, if you guys like key lime pie, that's like a green sweet treat. Or even like, it doesn't necessarily have to be eating sweet treats. It could just be like bringing more sweetness into your life, however that may look. Bringing in things that you enjoy and like more sweetness. And yeah, beauty ritual. I feel like this group is just all about like, their look, but maybe some of you just haven't been into it as of lately. And so I'm giving you permission right now to express yourself, create yourself, things like that. So, and then just be still. Like, I feel like, again, this is a very spiritual group already. So, maybe meditation is something that you enjoy, and just, relaxing and, making a vision board, again, creating what you want in your life. So I feel like these are really great, self-care that came through. I feel like overall this is a really great reading, because I feel like, even though we had some of that like sadness, like we see hope for moving out of it. And I feel like for a lot of you, like maybe that sadness was in the past and that you are already moving out of it, or that you already moved out of it. And these are just maybe some tips to help you, continue to feel good and continue to take care of yourself and love yourself. And, maybe some confirmations that you're doing, the best that you can and you're doing a great job. And yeah, I just see like your energy just really like this group. I see a lot of like transformation in this group, just moving into like a really beautiful life that you create. And in both groups, like I just feel like there's a lot of creating that's going to be done, and it's just so beautiful, and it's so fun to just create things in life. It's so much fun to do things that are fun, and then you can see the results of what you've done. And that's why I really love level ups. I really love glow ups, because it gives you that paintbrush and it makes you the canvas. And how do you want to create? How do you want to create your life? Like, the possibilities are endless. And I just really feel like this group, don't let your past stop you from creating this really, really beautiful life, because you have so much in front of you and you have so much that you can work with. And I just really feel like this group is going to succeed in everything that they do. And will there be bumps along the road? Yeah, sometimes that happens, but it's how we handle those things, how we decide to, how can we turn this obstacle into something that benefits me. So this might take some like new thinking. This might take some new perspectives on how you look at things. But in the end, you're going to find power in what you're doing and what you're trying to create. So that's all the messages that I have coming through for you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you did enjoy this reading, I would love like an energy exchange. If you want to like the video, or, leave a comment for what resonated for you. I do love reading the comments. And if you enjoy my readings and want to see more readings in the future, I do a lot of level up, glow up readings, as well as like some other videos as well. So, go ahead and subscribe, hit that follow button. And yeah, again, interacting with my video just helps to grow my channel and bring my readings out to other people that may need them. And so again, I just really appreciate you being here. And again, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and good luck with your level up and glow up. I am rooting for you, Pile 2. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your day.